All right, communicating a threat. This demon's pacing. You already know what this demon is doing, and he's acting with LAPD. 80746U3, crossing path, light all over the building, and this one's walking his dog, going this way, then walking back this way, and the entity sounds helicopter activity to my left while crossing path together. Understand this is movement in the engineered light. That's demonic. They're driving in opposite directions. You already know what this demon is doing. She engaged in molestation via directed light, and she's engaging in the same. They're all going to federal prison. License CV41D55. Impossible Light was moving across the building the last time she engaged in group stalking with Universal Waste, okay? And the entity sounds helicopter activity. Tiffany Sherez is going to federal prison. That third-party group stalker is going to federal prison. Universal Waste, that same employee engaging in what is systematic sexual violence, terrorism, harassment via directed light, and group stalking with LAPD. He's going to federal prison. It is currently, again, 8:56 in the morning, and this is the presence of the light source that's not going to be anywhere near 101 South Main Street, by the way, at 903, which is less than 5 minutes away. Maybe 6 or 7 minutes away. This is where the light source remains, where demons are pacing all around and engineered light is moving all over buildings, which is what the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department were engaging in. There's not going to be any sun over the Rancho Cucamonga Superior Court, and at approximately 45 minutes from now at 9:42 in the morning, it's going to remain here where demons are pacing all around in engineered light, like you saw Lorraine Pena do yesterday, driving by like you just saw Universal Waste engage in, driving by like you just saw Tiffany Sherez engage in, driving by under what is not possibly the sun. All right, and this is called criminal maintenance in the path. It doesn't matter what race they are, what language they speak, all right, how old they are. It's criminal presence, and that's why you have the engineered environment. And I want to be clear, this is exactly what Carlo Lopez was engaging in, facilitating with the people of the state and the LAPD. He's going to federal prison. They're engaged in monitoring on my phone the communication device operation while I'm in the private space, and that which is not possibly the sun while it's rising over the Ontario Museum of History and Arts at 8:22 in the morning over me, aiming engineer light, and it's aimed through my apartment. Carlo Lopez is being a sex offender in the name of speaker companies, also subject to civil and criminal prosecution, and then engaging in what is the same ambush, demonic behavior by the people of the state who are also engaged in federal stalking on the venue of the internet. That's why they're going to federal prison. And everybody on that group message, which is a means of operation of your communication device. This is the Title 18 criminal conduct, while they're also group stalking a relevant position. And you're looking at impunity exhibited by the whole entity, not just the demons that live at Alvarado Gardens who are all going to federal prison. This is the impunity that's exhibited on behalf of a whole government and the people of the state, meaning Tracy Banks is still being documented to date, while the same exact entity that she's group stalking with is engaged in the P.O.C. She's heavily documented. She does not cease to be a part of that same entity. And her impunity is attributed to the same group stalkers. That's how you are prosecuting any criminal conspiracy, and that's exactly what applies now. It is currently, again, 8:58 a.m. That's P.O.C. Universal Waste impunity documented as a company to be published, showing what is their engagement in America's version of terrorism in the U.S. Civil and criminal prosecution. This is occurring in the workplace, and that's going to be prosecution. Universal Waste is the entity that's engaged in workplace terrorism, harassment, and sexual violence. It's the same for the people of the state. Jung Pak, group stalking in the path. Tiffany Sherez, group stalking in the path. Engaging in what is sexual violence while in custody of minor children. That's going to be the substance of the evidence used against her when those children are removed from her custody. All right, and you're going to have a hard time getting those children back, by the way, especially with the documented impunity. The entity sounding helicopter activity, which the entity is engaging in with knowledge of the fact literally as I'm walking outside. You know that by the presence of the light source, the entity is stalking with light in all the ways that's speaking to specific knowledge, real-time knowledge, constant engagement in that P.O.C. It is currently, again, 8:59 a.m. That's called a psychopath. That's monitoring you, looking to the left and the right, stalking and molesting with engineer light, looking to the left and the right, sounding helicopter activity, looking to the left and the right. That's the demon possessed. Children, you're going to put them in federal prison, and she's going for a long time, and she represents the people of the state. Tracy Banks is being documented while Tiffany Sherez is exhibiting the same exact demonic behavior in 2 different regions and what is a well-documented specific environment in concert with the same entity. The LAPD is the Ontario PD engaging in what is group stalking and monitoring with the people. It is currently, again, 8:59 a.m. This is P.O.C.